Yeah, okay. I know it's been a while since I did this, but okay, so, uh, yeah. Well, so, I went to Ybor with my brother, and there was a failed attempt to get a tattoo. Um, but I'll update you on that later, because I'm not giving up, so, um, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but, yeah. Um, Other than that, I downloaded the software for my synthesizers, and um, there was these updates for the Windows, whichever version you're on, and it caused it to not install correctly. So then I got Audacity, which I didn't like. It's actually hard to use. So, or at least maybe it was not hard to use and I just don't know what I'm doing. I looked on YouTube to try to figure it out, and no matter what I did, it wouldn't work the way that it was explained. So obviously, I couldn't use it. So I uninstalled that and then uh, reinstalled my synthesizer software. I said a year ago when I got these synthesizers that I wasn't going to get a keyboard. Well, I'm going to get a keyboard. It just took me this long to decide that what I was going to do, because the thing about playing an instrument for me is that I have one hand, so it makes things a lot more difficult. So um, there's more work involved because of it for me. So if I want to do anything with my uh, right hand, there has to be a fair amount of um, improvisation and creativity involved. So yeah, I don't have any idea whether it's going to work or not. I just know that I really want to try, and I'm not stupid. I'm not going to buy some big expensive keyboard, put that much money into it, because if I get it and I can't use it, then I don't want to be wasting a lot of money. I did give in, and I'm getting a MIDI keyboard because I want to be able to plug it into my synthesizers, and or my which are K-oscillators. Okay, I want to be able to plug them in to that, but um, the MIDI keyboards are meant to be plugged into your laptop, and I like the option of being able to not have it plugged into your laptop, just to be able to play it. In order to do that, I have to plug it into my synthesizers, because basically what it means is that it doesn't generate its own sound without being plugged into something else. And that way you're not wasting power. But then you're sort of either tied to your laptop, tablet, or your other equipment, instead of just having it be a standalone piece of equipment that you can plug in and just go, without having to plug it into something else first, other than a power socket. So that's one of the reasons I resisted it, because I was like, I don't want to have to plug it into the computer or to my other equipment. But it's been hard to learn my scales with my synthesizers. It shows you what key you're in, and when you touch the screen, it lights up, so it will, you can kind of tell. It'll go up and down, but it doesn't show you exactly, so it makes it a little more difficult to learn. one of the most frustrating aspects of it is that I bought the Pro, and I bought the K-Oscillator, and now the K-Oscillator has a whole line, and like maybe a month, 3 months after I bought my K-Oscillator and my Pro, I found out that there was a newer version of it. So, and I rationalized that, and I went, okay, I don't really need the latest and greatest. I'm not gonna become some great musician, or at least I'm not a great musician yet, so I can deal with what I have, like this synthesizer, or like this keyboard that I'm gonna get here. There's an upgrade to that. It just came out this month. And I would have had to wait 3 months for it. And I just said, oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just get that one. I'm not getting it now. I'm going to get it next month at some point. And I've kind of flip-flop back and forth because I don't really know whether getting a keyboard is a good idea. I just know that I need a little more control, and it's frustrating. What? You should be full. Can you wait a second? Alright, my cat wants some food. So, I don't know whether getting a keyboard is a good idea. I just know that I want to try. It's not an expensive keyboard, as keyboards go, or keyboard synthesizers go. It's small, which means I can pick it up, carry it. It's 25 keys. That's another issue. Needed to be small and lightweight so I could carry it, and I also needed to be able to put it somewhere. I've got a limited amount of room. I'm in one room, and everything's kind of crammed in here. I got my paint table in the back. It's just like, so, yeah. I forgot. I've been posting my music. I don't really know if you want to call it that or not. I've been posting my music to SoundCloud, and not posting shaky videos on YouTube. It's still really experimental. I don't even know if you can call it music yet. And it seems like the best loops that I come up with always get erased because I hit the wrong button, because I'm either emotional or nervous, or as it usually ends up being, I'm really tired. And I also sent in some writing on a suggestion of a friend to a website that publishes poetry, and it was very frustrating. I worked on it for maybe a month and a half. Every time I went to add something to it and then save and close out, it would format itself differently, and so I would format it again and close out after I'd worked on it for several hours, and it had changed it again. So I had said I don't want to send it in because there are rules to there's reason that they have the rules, because they want everybody to get a fair shot. Not only that, but they don't want to have to go through somebody else's document and reformat everything because it's not formatted correctly, because they have to go through and choose who they want to publish and all that. So, and it was really frustrating for me because I wanted to do it right for once. I've done it wrong. I've, been doing it wrong for over a decade, and I wanted to do it right. I tried to do it right. I followed the instructions, and no matter what I did, it wouldn't format correctly. So I sent it in anyway, and I explained to them that I have a handicap and the limitations of those handicaps prevented me from formatting the document correctly. And I said I didn't want special treatment, but I would like for them to at least look at the writing. I haven't heard back from me yet. I'm expecting to. I'm not supposed to hear back from them for like 4 months. And that's the nature of the business that I'm in as an artist. But that's what's been going on. My mom she snapped at me for the 3rd day in a row, and sometimes it's really frustrating when you have to live with family members when you're an adult. But anyway, okay, I gotta feed my cat before he goes nuts. Okay, goodbye. I forgot. Also, I'm almost done with this painting that I have been trying to finish for 6.5 years. And strangely enough, I think my aunt has something to do with it. She was an artist and she recently died, and it depends on what you believe, but I think she's been helping me with it. It's almost done. It's not quite there. Everything was fine until I got to the head. And then she sort of looked like a puppet, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's great." And I'm like, "No, that's not what I wanted." So, I haven't worked on it in a couple of days. I pretty much went at it nonstop here for 3 or 4 days anyway. I used to do that when I was in my 20s. Just, have like 3 or 4 days where I was painting and turn on the coffee pot and go, and I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I survived. I don't have the energy for it now. I'm gonna be 40 next month, so anyway, so that's what I forgot. I'm done. Bye.